And then it snowed, and I hadn't the grit to cope with it. It snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed, snowed and snowed, and snowed 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 and snowed. I could go on. The snow did. I felt shat upon. I stayed indoors. I didn't go far, but still I managed to crash my car. So much ice in the freezer I can't close the door, and I'm sliding around on the kitchen floor. And before I can blink, there's a rink in the sink, and the cutlery is skating, the cut glass goes chink, and the ice is like glass, and the glass is like ice, and I think of the price, and the thought isn't nice. The temperature rises, and everything drizzles. The frost has chiselled new lines in my face. Life's a swizz, so I grizzle. As February fizzles out, what I need is to lighten up, put a spring in my step. But it's not over yet. As grey clouds thicken, I sicken and sicken, fed up with my coat and the scarf at my throat. My centrally heated sallow skin has shriveled up and given in. An anemic prune in a woolly hat. Can I really blame the miserable weather? Cheer me up, please do if you can. The most miserable woman since records began. Not to join in on the snowed and snowed and snowed.
We're too depressed by it all.
Too close to home.
I only normally do that in February, but this time.
Spring.
Yeah, spring. I'm going to give you a short poem now called Brief Encounter. Yesterday, your car kissed mine. My virgin tailgate blushed. Across my yielding bumper your bodywork lay crushed. As seconds slowed to hours, serene and somewhat hushed. As, pounding through our human veins, the blood of battle gushed, and cars were left to sulk apart and smart where they had touched. I'm going to accompany myself on the accordion. I do sing, but I'm not going to sing tonight. I'm going to, because I thought this is a spoken word evening. No singing allowed. There has been some singing. Very nice singing too. Very unnerving.
Yeah.
I can remember my long poems, but I can't remember all my short ones, so I'm just going to do this short poem. Well, I'm going to try and multitask. This is for atmosphere. It's a poem I wrote after I was working in a school, and I was in the hall. Actually, I just struck myself in because it might fall off. It's like being in an aeroplane or wearing a bra.
Every good.
Yeah, I was standing in the school hall with the caretaker, whose name was Mr. Love, which is not relevant to the poem, but it's a nice name. And I noticed there was a trap door in the floor of the hall. And I remember saying to the caretaker, well, why is there a trap door in the floor? And I actually don't remember if he answered me, and if so, what he said. But I went home thinking, what could be under the school hall floor? And I wrote the poem.
Ben's excellent at holding things, I heard.
I can do it.
Hold the green.
There's an old trap door in the school hall floor. I've no idea what the door is for. Why would you want to go down there? Crawl through years of children's hair. Playground mud and schoolboy snot. Sorry, but I'd rather not see ancient gravy poured through cracks behind the dinner ladies' backs, or wade through piles of fetid mash, blancmange, custard and corned beef hash, or mushy peas even more green than the last time they were ever seen. The new caretaker stands his ground. The last one is nowhere to be found. Thanks ever so much, you're a great audience. I'm going to finish with a poem which is a rant. I like to have a good old moan about things, and poems are a really good way of doing it. And this is really, it's for writers, for people who are busy, for writers who have been edited badly, and for people who think that words are not appreciated, that there are words bombarding us all the time and we don't appreciate them. And sometimes, actually, we just want them to go away. So this is called Too Busy for Words. Too busy for words. It goes without saying, I haven't got time for bleating or braying. A lucrative life is all I desire, and these are the only words I require. Too busy for words, so don't interrupt me with erudite sentences. No time for subtlety, keep it concise on a need-to-know basis. And what would be nice is single-word phrases. Too busy for words of more than 2 syllables. Don't give me epics, sagas, or parables, whistles on screen or scribbles on paper, or chucked in the bin for never, not later. Too busy for words, no time to communicate. Stop all the clocks, I think I might suffocate. Words on the telly, words on the phone, you're driving me crazy. Just leave me alone. Too busy for words, bombarding my ear-sphere. On the computer I cut and they disappear. Wish I could do the same with your voice, but here in the office I haven't much choice. Too busy for words, so often misquoted, and if you omit some, it's not what I wrote and you move them about. You screw up the meaning, you edit to death and don't hear me complaining. Too busy for words. Not spoken but hinted, the words I would use will never be printed. Too busy for words, it goes without saying that words should be precious for someone who's paying. Too busy for words, I only want letters. ILOKLOLX would be better. Don't make it a colon-dash bracket, that's fine. Don't make it much longer, I haven't got time. Too busy for words, I'd rather be silent. So don't try to chat, I might become violent. My eyes are full up, my ears are congested. I'm shutting them off so my brain's not infested. I give up on words, they only cause trouble. I'll stay self-contained in my language-proof bubble, and words cannot penetrate, try as they might. And the words I've just spoken? Well, they're copyright.